Hi, Cancer. In this reading, we see the reason why you haven't gotten that success, that relationship, that dream that you've been looking for, and what you need to do, how you need to heal to achieve that, have that. Hi, this is Sonia here to do a free tarot reading. Keep in mind that our external reality is a reflection of our internal, mostly subconscious vibration. Tarot can help us recognize these patterns and consciously create our experiences of reality. To get a personal reading or donate to the channel, check out the information below. As always, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and enjoy. So this is your Lionsgate reading. If you've already seen this part, you can fast forward to the reading if you saw it on another reading. But Lionsgate is the alignment with the Earth, Sirius, and the Sun. And Sirius is the brightest star that we can see. It's like 2 times bigger than the Sun, 26 times brighter than the Sun. And this happens, well, it started happening July 26th and it goes through August 12th, but it peaks on August 8th. Also on August 8th, the 3 stars that make up Orion's belt are going to be in line with the pyramids of Giza. And this will be an intense amount of energy, high vibrations coming towards the Earth. The pyramids are like energy receptacles, like the energy goes into the top and it like disperses throughout the pyramid. So as this is happening, basically the Earth is going to be receiving high amounts of energy. Not only is the Earth, but so are we. It means that our DNA, latent DNA, gifts that we have or possess can be activated. We could be having epiphanies, high understanding, creativity. There could be a lot of spiritual gifts like clairvoyance and other things like that could be activated because the veil basically will be very thin. The higher frequencies can cause awakenings to happen. Skills that you didn't know you had can be awakened. Also, old dense energies will be dropping away. So a lot of like anxieties or shadow side of yourself can come up so that you can release them. That will be kind of like it's kind of like those energies fighting back in a way. You could look at it like that. But the key is letting go. Universe likes to come into balance. So if you think of it like scales, the more that you can let go, the more this side of the scale can be filled up. So you're going to be receiving gifts and blessings based on the old energy that you have let go, how much free space you have basically to let the new energy in, the new awakenings come in, the new abilities come in. So I'm going to read for each sign, see what you can expect for Lionsgate. Hi, Cancer. We're going to go ahead and do your Lionsgate tarot reading. I pulled some of the oracle cards. Well, I pulled all the oracle cards and then some tarot cards from the Dreams of Gaia tarot. And I'm going to clarify with the Lightseers tarot. During the video, I just thought I'd do something different. And I hope that you like this setup. It's pretty cool. I'm in my brother's backyard. This used to be my piano, but I gave it to him. And it's in his backyard. And he's, well, anyway, that's where I'm at right now recording this. So, let's get started. So, the first card that came out is, whoa, dude. Weird. Lighting is weird when I hold the camera. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to get the lighting so there's not a glare. It's hard to see this in the dark, isn't it? But, oh my gosh, my day was busy, so. It says, trust the timing. This is from the Starseed Oracle, okay? And I'm going to read this message to you. There's like bugs flying They're flying around my lights too. Jeez. Okay. It says, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So often those who feel like they're here for a reason sense that time is running out, and they spend their life worrying about what they might miss their moment. But the only way to miss your life or your moment is to spend your time worrying about missing it. It's never too late to answer a calling and you're never too old. The tides of your life are magnificently orchestrated to come in and out in perfect union. Don't race ahead and ride a wave that was never meant for you. You'll waste your precious time and energy when instead you could be enjoying your life. Everything has a season, and you're being called to trust the one you're in. Don't let impatience, comparison, competition, or paranoia disturb the seeds. It seems that everyone that has anxiety these days, constantly scanning for something they might have missed or a possible threat, keeping our mind and body pointed in the same direction as our soul is near impossible at such reactive speeds. Right now, you're being reminded to take a breath and trust the wave you came in on, to trust the season you're in. Time isn't running out. There's plenty of time. There's no rush, and it's never too late. Okay, so let's see what you got going on here. There's some wild teenagers in the background. So we've got the council reversed. I'm going to show you that card. Sorry, I was really thirsty. Okay. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, I had to adjust the lighting so that you could see the cards. The council reversed from the mystical shaman oracle. And okay, so what I'm seeing from that card, the council, when it's reversed, it's a reminder that you're never alone. It's like, even if, say for instance, physically you don't see someone there, you're never alone, because it's saying that there's like spirits and guides all around you, even if you don't believe in that. Specifically, there are, like, the entire universe is within you. So it's like you're reflecting back to the universe, and there's that guidance is constantly around you. Your higher self. It's like when we start to feel like we're alone, it's because we're buying into the illusion of separateness, and that we're lacking, basically. Like we feel like we're missing something, missing out on something. Now the two cards that came out from Gaia, we've got the Two of Water reversed, and the Three of, is that air, I believe? Oh my gosh. I think that's air. I believe it's air. I'll double check it. But Three of Air reversed, which, if this was regular tarot, that would be the same as the Two of Cups reversed and the Three of Swords reversed, which to me would show that you may have just recently gone through some type of relationship breakup. It doesn't have to be intimate relationship, but a breakup from someone who could have been like a best friend, or an intimate relationship, or someone that you saw as seeing the same level as you, like the same page as you. And the Three of Air reverse would indicate that you're healing from that. And that might be triggering something in you, like, oh my gosh, I can't do this alone without that person. But then I also feel like maybe you have something nagging at you that you have to do, or that you feel like you have to do. and you're worried that you're going to miss out on it if you don't take action now, but you're busy feeling some kind of pain and like healing from some kind of pain. I'm going to double check. Let me see what I got and get here from... I'm going to pull the cards from the Light Seers Tarot and then give me a second here. So what's the Two of Water reversed? Huh. Okay, so we've got the Page of Cups and it's upright, which that could indicate a water sign, but the Page of Cups upright, you can see that like he's sitting there like dreaming of like it's like he's dreaming of this love, okay? And you can see there's like a pig flying up here. Okay, so it's almost like something wasn't cracked up what it was meant, what you thought it was going to be, or it's like you feel like you spent so much time dreaming you didn't take action on something that you felt like your soul was calling you to do. Let me get one for the Three of Swords, or the Three of Air reversed. I'm right by the high school. I didn't really think about that. Not like there's school in session, but I didn't realize so many teenagers that are driving around the high school at night. What is today? On a Tuesday? Okay, Temperance reversed. Okay, so that is saying to me that the timing was off. Okay, so I feel like that you were dreaming about some relationship, like coming together with someone or something, or like doing something that your soul is calling you to do. You thought you'd have it done by now, or being together with someone by now, and you're not. It could have been another water sign, Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, or Sagittarius with Temperance there. But it could be you being afraid to make some kind of offer to someone too, or being afraid to act on something, but it's like you're afraid that time is running out because you haven't maybe taken the action that you wanted to. Give me just a moment. So, what I'm seeing from this is that, from these 4 cards here, okay, when we look at the deeper aspect of ourselves, what I'm seeing is that the reason why this thing hasn't come together for you just yet, this idea you're dreaming of, this plan, this person that you're dreaming of coming together with, is because you still have something to learn, okay? The timing is off because you still have something that you need to learn, and the thing that I'm getting that you need to learn, it has something to do with losing yourself, like self-love, like that self-confidence, self-esteem. Also, it's like, for instance, if it's a relationship, if someone comes in, turning the light up a little bit, if someone comes in and you were to start a new relationship right at this moment, it's like you would be so focused on them that you kind of lose your sense of self. And what I'm seeing is that you still need to learn to keep that confidence and that sense of self and not lose yourself in another person, but that you are a stronger person, stronger in yourself, stronger connected to your higher self. And when you're connected to your higher self, that's when that that relationship comes in, that idea comes into full fruition. Okay? Okay. Now I'm seeing that you, if you're realizing this, actually. So this might be in your recent past, because the next, if it's not something that you are coming to understand, you are coming to understand it, because the next card is completion of a cycle. And this is like, you got to see these two cards together. The card that came out with it is death and rebirth. And like, look, they both have the snake. The snake is eating its tail on this one, and then this one, it's like wrapped around this golden egg. And you can't, I don't know if you can see it, but in this picture, there's like a baby in that picture. So it's like, and it's resting on these 3 black skulls representing death, and then there's this golden egg with the baby in it representing birth. And both of these, it's like the completion of one cycle is the start of a new. And in this card specifically, I know that this talks about, it's kind of like a dark night of the soul. It's where you lose this old idea of yourself, or who you thought you were, and a new idea emerges. And I'm going to take a look at that oracle message, because I might read that to you. So give me just a moment. Okay, yeah, it's just saying that you've completed a cycle. You've completed a cycle, and it says that it's fruition time. So you might, what I'm looking at is that if you haven't ended that cycle, this Lion's Gate portal could be like the end of that cycle that you were in, of losing yourself. And coming into this new cycle. It's in that completion card, it says that it's like the harvest, like the summertime. I think it's more towards like the end of summer, when things are, you can eat them. Why does the light keep messing up? Okay. Probably because it's getting darker outside. That makes sense. What's the death and rebirth? Let me see if I can get a card from Lightseer's Tarot. Queen of Cups. See, there you go. The Queen of Cups is like full of love. This is love, healing, self-love. And this is also the card that I see as Cancer, which is you. So this is like you being full of self-love. Awesome. Okay, so the next card we got is Fire reversed. And it's clarified by faith in this deck. Let me see what, we're going to read Fire reversed, because I don't know what that one says. 19. It's probably about finding your faith and passion again after that whole ordeal. Ooh, okay. Are you feeling too fiery? Have you been reactive and short-tempered towards others? This card has come to tell you that all fiery emotions directed at others can backfire at you. It is not a good idea to play with fire when you are out of balance and angry. Now is the time to act, or not the time to act or react. It is time to befriend your inner fire so it does not scorch you. So if you're reacting to other people, it's most likely because of some type of like resentment or anger towards something. Let me see. Why is the fire? Hold on. Let's see how many cards flipped over. Probably too many. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, there's way too many cards here, but they totally fit. Okay. Because we've got the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. I thought that was reversed. The Nine of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so this is like holding on to the past, causing you to have all this mental conflict, okay? And it's about this new beginning that you want. You want this new beginning with someone, with an idea, with a new job, something. There's something that you want, okay? But you are guarded. You've got your boundaries up because you're lying to yourself that you can't have it. It's too late. You're not good enough, okay? But this Nine of Wands also indicates like a final, giving it a final push, having the faith to overcome that, okay? Letting go of that energy that's blocking you, completing that cycle, having that self-love. The next card out is forgiveness. Goodness gracious me, this lighting. Okay, so forgiveness, okay? Forgiveness, if this is from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. And this is about forgiving the past, forgiving yourself, but also this is about not thinking that, believing that the future is going to resemble the past. Because a lot of times we get stuck in that perception, that cycle, that, oh, it's like we go through these traumas, okay? And then we think that we develop like a new perception of people or of women or of men or of every time I start something it fails or I'm not good enough, okay? We develop those ideas. And this is about basically dropping those ideas. That's the Four of Pentacles and dropping that. Because that's going to be the key for you to have that self-love, to complete that cycle, and to have the new thing come in. And perception came out with that. And this is also 21, which in the regular tarot would be the World card, which symbolizes endings and beginnings. But perception, that's the key. That's about changing how you perceive the events. If you change the way you perceive the events of the past, like take the wisdom from them, and instead of seeing yourself as a victim or a martyr, or you take the power back from it. When you do that, it's like you no longer see it as, yeah, maybe there was like things that happened to you, but you no longer see it as like something that you wish you could change and take back, and oh, how did this happen, and is it going to happen again? Instead of seeing it like that, you're like, I made it through that, and this is what I learned from it, and this is what I can take from it. And let me see if there's any other messages in this book from that specific card that I want to make sure you get. These have long explanations, so it's just talking about how you need to change your perception. Basically what I just said. Yeah, well, let me pull one of the light seers cards. Okay. Light seers cards. Okay. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Cups. See if you can see that. And the Fool reversed. Okay. You could be dealing with an Aries. There could be someone coming in with an offer. And it's like, I'm almost seeing, like with the Fool card there, that you're this is like not doing things the same way that you did before. not being a fool, but not being suspicious. Okay, there's a difference. Suspicion is like, it's just the opposite of the fool, but the same coin, kind of the same side, because you're assuming something, like like say for instance, if it's a relationship, and you're one of those people that just jumps in wholeheartedly and trusts, okay, that is just as maybe not wise, I guess, as someone who doesn't take a chance. So it's like about taking the wisdom from your past experiences, not being foolish, but also not being guarded, like against, having faith in disaster, like not having faith in disaster, okay? Now the last two cards I got, okay. You got Illumination. My light really likes to mess with me here. But this is Illumination. And then we've got the Seven of Earth, okay? Illumination in this deck is basically all about the fog clearing. It's saying that the fog is going to clear. So you're going to see clearly. So I think that you do have some kind of offer coming in. And it is showing, I looked at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I'm showing that it is a good offer that's coming in. And I think the key is for you to be able to see clearly is to listen to your intuition there. Going within so that the fog can clear, so you can see the offer clearly. I'm going to look at that Seven of Earth because I know that in this deck there's other meanings to it, but you can see he's like sitting there meditating, his chakras all lit up, okay? He's grounded with roots. So I want to see what they have to say about that. And also I'm going to get another Light Seers. Oh, that was quick. Ah, that's funny. See, we got the High Priestess. Exactly what I said, listening to your intuition. So you could be dealing with Pisces, by the way, with that card. But, I was right on with that. But, okay, so let me look at the Seven of Earth real quick. In here. Meditation, grounding, connection, cycles, change. Okay. Address the stress, get into nature. So you might, if you're feeling clouded, you might need to go into nature to ground yourself so that you can listen. So you can meditate and listen to your intuition. Get alone time. Yeah, it's about connecting to the natural world and meditating and stilling your mind so that you can hear your intuition. Yeah. I'm going to get one more just to see, okay, what is this that's coming in once they do that internal healing, once you find that love for yourself, once you're to the point where you don't lose yourself. Because that's what it's about, not losing yourself. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. There's too many cards that came out, but I will show you what came out. You've got the Chariot reversed, so you might go a different path. I don't know, but I'm showing. Okay, the Three of Pentacles building, Queen of Swords is like being clear on what you want. Ten of Wands this is you ending that cycle, leaving the burdens. This is like starting something new, but then the Chariot's reversed. So I'm gonna put these back in. just because too many came out. But the Chariot reversed could symbolize needing to take the time out, like just stop, be patient, take the time out. What is this Knight of Cups coming in for Cancer? Ah. Okay, well the Devil came out. But he came out kind of sideways. So I'm seeing this as two ways. This could be a Capricorn. Could have something to do with the Capricorn coming in. Or it could be... You might not take this offer because you... Yeah, I'm looking... You might not take the offer because when you go into... meditation, I'm wondering, what is the Devil? Why is the Devil here? If it's reversed, it's about you. Yeah, you might go on a different path. I'm showing you gaining clarity with the Seven of Cups reversed, healing, and then there's these two paths to choose from. So I'm seeing cards for both ways. So, like, honestly, I think you need to listen to your intuition. You need to go in and listen. It's like, I feel like, though, that before this comes in, or before you can go on that path, be with that person that you're dreaming of, whatever that path entails for you, you have to not lose yourself when this offer comes in, when this experience, when this thing that you've been wanting comes in. So, that is my message for you, Cancer. If you like this video, like, subscribe, share. Also, there's information down below for personal readings, ways to donate, and other information. And I will see you next time.